Okay, hi, I'm Morgana25. I made the Chromastone Chronicles series and the Dream of Myth series and a couple of other levels, but those are my infamous levels, I guess. Yeah, that's me. Hi. Okay, so first thing is talk about LEDs, because I'm a bit of a lighting fanatic. This particular level, which is the second of the Dragons of Myth, starts off pretty dark. And the reason I did that was you can put oversaturated LEDs in, which I really quite like to do. The advantage of the LEDs is they interact with the decorations in the level. So if you've got, flowers or whatever, changing the LED in normal mode will, hang on a second, will reflect off the corners of the decorations, and they look a lot better. I don't do foggy, just normal. Works really good for adjusting the decorations. Those white flowers down there, those work really, really good at picking up LED light. And I tend to run my LEDs really bright. These are just actually dialed back a little bit because it's dark, but you can get some really great effects. And once you got your lights in, it's really easy to change up the color. You can change up the mood of a level and kind of hide them and stuff. That's another advantage is they're thin, so you can hide them behind things. So you can see how, it went from kind of blues and greens to this bright red, orange, pink. Totally changes the mood in here. So here's a pretty good example of me using spotlights to get kind of a sunlit effect. You can see there's a couple of different shafts of light, and they kind of vary a little bit coming down through the ceiling. Let me show you how I got that. Hook up lights that I'm getting like sunlit or any kind of effects with just some very, very basic logic. These are set to speed. And then you just, depending on how close the key is to the switch, the intensity of the lighting will change. So I tend to hook up lights to very, very basic logic just to get some cooler effects that you wouldn't normally get just by putting a spotlight in. Okay, so this is embedded in the material, so I can't ungas that one yet. That's a regular... Actually, yeah, that one's a shadowed spotlight in green, fairly low intensity on that. Then these are white, and this one is natural, where if you take a spotlight directly out of your poppet and don't modify anything, you get that kind of warmer yellow glow to the inside. The minute you change that to a color, you'll have to put a brand new one in if you want that yellow back or that yellow tint back. This is what's lighting that area above the water line. Don't be afraid to change up your colors. I go through a couple of variations usually before I settle on one I like. This would have been equally pretty had I add some, yellow to it. Make it a little warmer than it was previously. And it's all about mood. A little more warm, a little more natural, a little more friendly. I wanted it pretty, but a little cold and a little eerie because you're about to dive under the water into the unknown. So. Okay, so my trees. Basically, I just started going nuts with that sticker. Just trying to break up the lines on the object. Different shades, different textures, just to kind of confuse your eye a little bit. And the reason you need to confuse the eye is if you don't know already, that's what the trees are. They're all maggots and mechanic heads. I was the first to do it. I think the first time I saw it was Kaminsky had done it on a beta level. And then Julesy Jules had done it in his last level with on indoor. They just look so good to try it. So. But in fairness, I've had these in here since January. So. But that's all it is. Just over-stickered doll's head. So this is actually my favorite place in the whole level to kind of hang out and look, because I really like the way it turned out. And, you know, it's funny. So I'm glad you watched the video, and I hope you learned something. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye.